If you want to take your product experience to the next level, you have to be utilizing the laws of UX. There are 21 major laws, but most founders actually know none of them. I'm going to drop a quick masterclass on the first 3, so make sure you follow to get the rest of them. I've personally used these philosophies to help get some of our products to millions of users, hundreds of thousands of users. They're very simple to implement, and if you're smart, it can really 10x your product overnight. And I'm gonna give you 3 now, so make sure you drop a follow if you want all of them in the future. The first law is the aesthetic usability effect. What this means is beautiful interfaces are actually easier to use. So even if everything is literally the exact same design, but the buttons are higher fidelity, the font is better, the colors are nicer, people will be more forgiving with that product and find it easier to use. The good news for you is that it's easier than ever to upgrade your design assets. So after you have a smooth V1 where you have the wireframes really clean, then you want to start thinking about how can I update the design to be a high quality brand. You want your clean brand to be pulled from literally the landing page all the way into your settings menu. Everything that the user touches that is part of your product should all be this high quality experience. The second law is the Doherty threshold. When a user interacts with your product, you have 400 milliseconds in order to have a response to that action, or the user will feel discomfort. 400 milliseconds is just under half a second, so it might be like, boom, boom. So if I click something, I should be expecting to have a menu pop up, a page change, or if it's a longer load, I should at least have an indication that what I clicked was successful. If no interaction happens in that time, the user will assume that it's broken. So you as a founder, what you have to do is you have to go through your entire product, click on every button, and see which ones are within that threshold and which ones are not. You can use tools like Google Lighthouse to check out loading page speed, see what's slowing pages down, etc. And if things do take longer, make sure you have loading screens that immediately pop up so the user knows that your product is still working. The last law I will share right now is called the goal gradient effect, and this is how you create a world-class onboarding experience. The law states that people increase their effort the closer they are to the goal. For example, if you're running a mile, in the last 100 feet, you're going to be running harder and putting in the most effort. That is also true for a user going through your onboarding. What this means in product design is you should never have your user at 0% completed. So if a user comes into onboarding and they just gave you their email, and let's say you have 5 onboarding steps, they should already be at 20-30% complete on the screen. When a user feels like they're at 0% and they haven't completed anything, they get discouraged, they have no momentum, they don't want to continue. Even just a little hack like that, by showing them some progress, your onboarding completion rates will increase drastically. These are just the first couple of laws. I'm going to be sharing all of them, so make sure you drop a follow. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.